When you're buying a house, whether it's new construction or a resale, it's important to get an inspection. Everybody needs to get an inspection. That's why I'm talking with real estate expert Eddie Cash to find out why it's so important no matter what kind of house you're buying, right?
Exactly. Whether it's a resale or a new construction, as you said, it's very important. A lot of people don't even think that a new construction would need it, but I always recommend an inspection. To check out mechanical systems, we want to make sure that there are no surprises after closing that you would need to budget for, just to look at what you're actually buying.
What types of things will a home inspector look for?
A home inspector is going to check major systems such as electrical, mechanical. He's going to check plumbing, water heaters, that sort of thing, for leaky toilets, roof issues that we may have. It's not an invasive inspection. We will not remove walls and that sort of thing, but he will take a good look at the major systems.
Also, little things like a wall that maybe has some messed up paint or some nail pops, or I mean, small things too.
Right. It is not cosmetic. If he thinks that it is an issue of concern, that it could be structural, he will certainly make a note of it. Sometimes we go past the home inspector. Once the inspector takes a look at it, he may suggest that we have a structural engineer come take a look, and we'll get an expert in that particular field, whatever the area of concern is, if it's a roof or a structure issue out.
When it comes to choosing a home inspector, what types of things should a home buyer look for to make sure that they're getting someone who's qualified and good at their job?
The first thing I would suggest is to actually ask your real estate agent, because they have done a number of inspections, so they are familiar with who they prefer. I have a couple of inspectors that I work with repeatedly, just because I know that they're not alarmists, they're not going to scare someone, but they're just going to present it in reality. We can't expect a 20-year-old house to have the same inspection report as a 1-year-old house. That's just like human beings change over time, so do homes. But also looking at the number of inspections, how long they've been a licensed inspector, etc.
Is one inspection enough, or is it necessary to get different opinions?
Generally, the one inspection is enough. Again, it's going to show an area of concern. He's going to go through the house from top to bottom, and then at the end of the inspection report, the inspector will go through and talk about the summary items that are area of concern or things that need immediate attention. And then if we think that needs further investigation, we will call in an expert in the field.
Then what happens after the inspection?
After the inspection, obviously, just like everything in life, pretty much, it's negotiable. But generally, we will sit down, myself and the buyer together, talk about what items we may want to ask the seller to complete. The seller, of course, has no obligation to complete anything, but the buyer also has no obligation to go through with the transaction. So generally, we meet in the middle. Just like we negotiated the sale to get under contract, we will negotiate the repairs as well.
Very important information, Eddie. Thank you so much.
Certainly.
You can learn more by visiting Eddie's website, eddiecash.com.